Ash here from the Stone Repair Specialty Company is explaining the idea of putting the granite over the top of the existing stone. Do you want to explain that, Ash?
Yeah, so look, black reconstituted stones are nearly impossible to repolish. I can repolish reconstituted stones, but when you get to the darker stones, unfortunately, it's really hard to get the same finish, and I would have to repolish the whole lot because the finish is slightly different. So I've just had a look. The bench top is obviously all tiled in, which ripping it out just opens up a massive can of worms for more potential damage. So I've come up with an idea of, you could get the same stone in granite transformations. So you would leave this whole kitchen in situ the way that it is, and then you would have an overlay of stone on the top. So it would sit on the top here, and then they cut a little apron that comes down here and will finish flush with the bottom of that. So you'll just have, where the apron meets the top, there'll be a little mortar joint in there which close up pretty seamless. The only difference is it will look thicker because it will be thicker, and then the back of it can butt up to all the tiles, and there's nothing really governing doing that. So this gap that you have here, your apron will still finish in behind this panel, and then it will just butt up, the top will butt up hard against there, and then it'll butt up around the tiles all the way around. So the sink needs to be removed, hot plate needs to be removed, they put the overlay on top, and it gets rid of your scratch and gives you another surface that's not damaged. So that's my best advice, because to rip this out could open up a can of worms that potentially I don't think anyone wants to open up.
So when you take, or just how thick would be?
I think it's 6 mil. So this will sit 6 mil higher. That'll sit 6 mil higher.
And so since we're taking the sink out,
yep,
the sink will then come back and sit on the same height above the new surface. Is that your understanding?
Yeah, it'll look exactly like that.
Okay.
Except the whole bench top is going to be 6 mil higher.
Okay. Okay. And there's no other
real governing factors. So they'd have to go over the whole lot. So even over this, and it really is, as far as I am concerned, in my professional opinion, the only way to rectify this in a way that I think A is going to be acceptable, and B, like I said, the potential for damage is just horrific ripping this out. So it's a quick, pretty smooth transition for the same result.
Okay, thanks.